Have you ever wondered why anxiety can have such a profound impact on our lives? In the hustle and bustle of modern society, anxiety has become a common companion for many of us. Its prevalence is undeniable, and its impact deeply felt. But what if we told you there's a philosophy, rooted in ancient wisdom, that offers practical tools to navigate this anxiety? Enter Stoicism, a philosophy practiced by some of the great minds of the past, and it's as relevant today as it was over 2,000 years ago. Stoicism equips us with a calm and composed approach to the everyday hurdles of life, providing a transformative perspective on anxiety. It's not just a philosophy but a way of life, helping us to manage and reduce anxiety effectively. So, ready to explore these Stoic principles? It's time to delve into the Stoic principles that can help us navigate the turbulent seas of life with greater calm and composure. The first principle is recognizing what is within our control. Anxiety often rears its head when we focus on matters beyond our control. The worry, the what-ifs, the scenarios we play out in our minds, these are all tied to elements we can't dictate. Cue in the Stoics with their profound wisdom. They propose that we should focus our energy only on what we can control. Can you control the weather? No. So why worry about it? Can you control how others behave or think? Again, no. So why let it cause you distress? What you can control, however, are your own actions, responses, and attitudes. By honing in on these aspects of our lives, we can alleviate much of the anxiety we experience. This principle is not about ignoring the world around us, but rather about understanding where to direct our energy for maximum peace and productivity. Remember, by focusing on what we can control, we can reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety. The second Stoic principle is acceptance of reality. Now, this may sound easier said than done. We often find ourselves wishing things were different, resisting the world as it is. This resistance, however, only amplifies our anxiety. It's like fighting against the tide, draining and ultimately futile. The Stoics recognized this. They advocated for acceptance, not as a form of resignation, but as a way of aligning ourselves with the natural order of the universe. Imagine a tree standing tall amidst a storm. It doesn't resist the wind, but rather it bends and sways, accepting the force of the elements. Similarly, when we accept reality, we become resilient. We acknowledge the situation as it is, not as we wish it to be. This acceptance paves the way for constructive action. Instead of wasting energy on resistance, we can channel it into coping and problem solving. By accepting reality, we can confront our fears and anxieties head-on. The third Stoic principle is living in the present moment. Anxiety often finds its roots in our fear of the future, in the countless what-ifs that plague our minds. The Stoics, however, teach us to focus on the present moment. Why? Because the present is all we truly have, and all we can truly control. Let's put it this way: the past is a ghost, the future is a dream, and the only time that truly exists is the present. When we anchor ourselves in the now, we find that many of our anxieties lose their power. They're revealed for what they truly are, phantoms conjured by our fear of the unknown. This isn't to say that we should disregard the future altogether, rather, it's a reminder to not let the future overshadow the present. By focusing on the here and now, we can reduce anxiety and live more fulfilling lives. Let's now explore the remaining 4 Stoic principles. Virtue is the highest good, self-discipline, wisdom, and courage. First, we delve into the idea that virtue is the highest good. This principle underlines the belief that moral character and ethical living are the most valuable assets one can possess. It's about doing what is right, not what is easy. When faced with anxiety, adhering to your values, even when it's challenging, can provide a sense of purpose and direction. This moral compass can guide you through the fog of worry and uncertainty, leading you to a place of peace and calm. Next, let's consider self-discipline. This is the practice of controlling our actions, feelings, and desires, training ourselves to do what is right. It's about maintaining control over our reactions, especially during moments of stress or anxiety. By practicing self-discipline, we can prevent anxiety from dictating our actions, instead choosing responses that align with our values and contribute to our overall well-being. Third on our list is wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions based on personal knowledge and experience. It's about learning from our past, understanding our present, and using that knowledge to navigate our future. When we're anxious, our thoughts can spiral out of control. But with wisdom, we can discern which thoughts are helpful and which are not, allowing us to manage our anxiety more effectively. Finally, we have courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It's about facing our anxieties head-on, refusing to let them rule our lives. Courage allows us to step out of our comfort zones, to confront our fears, and to grow from these experiences. It's a reminder that we are stronger than our anxieties, and we have the power to overcome them. By embodying these principles, we can cultivate a Stoic mindset that helps us manage anxiety and live more meaningful lives. Let's take a moment to reflect on the Stoic principles we've discussed today. We started with the understanding of what is within our control, a grounding principle that helps us focus our energy where it matters. Then, we moved to the acceptance of reality, a liberating principle that frees us from the shackles of denial and resistance. We also delved into the importance of living in the present moment, a principle that anchors us to the now, away from the anxieties of the past and future. And finally, we explored the principles of virtue as the highest good, self-discipline, wisdom, and courage. These form the bedrock of a Stoic life, providing us with the tools to navigate our world with calm and composure. Remember, these principles are not just philosophical ideas but practical strategies for daily living. As we strive to incorporate them into our lives, we move closer to a state of serenity, resilience, and fulfillment. By integrating these Stoic principles into our lives, we can better manage anxiety and live with greater tranquility and fulfillment.